Right, I'm at the next bit of the show. There's a Mitsubishi L200. Right. Next to that's an AEC Mercury. I think that's a Wallace. Next to that's a Volvo F10 intercooler. So in other words, it's turbocharged and intercooled. And if we move along here, we see a Scamel. Is it a Scamel? It's a Scamel, and it's the Avonhill. I've seen this one before, actually. Powered by Rolls-Royce, as we can see on here. Oh, sorry, that's Son's residence. Oh, some more cars have just turned up. Here's an Atkinson, and it has a Rolls-Royce Eagle diesel in it. Nice, and it's a Pickford's. Looks like some sort of. Is that a towing rig? Let's have a little look. Some sort of. There's a towing rig next to it though. If we just move around here, we see a Ford. That's a Ford recovery vehicle. One of these Ford lorries, 1967. Next to Land Rover. If we move along somewhat, we see a Scania R580. And no, I'm not going to try and be knowledgeable about them. Here's a Land Rover Series 2, or maybe a 2A, next to a Ford. No, not Ford. Wait a minute. It's a Ford commercial, but literally it's branded as, this one's branded as Fordson E83W commercial. Next to that is looks like a Bedford. And I'm gonna have a read on this one. I've never seen this one. Oh, actually it's a, no, it's an Austin K2 from the Second World War, painted in grey so that no one would know it was there, and you didn't want people knowing you was there. Here's a Thames next to, this time it's a Thames to my right as well, a Thames 7 Carat, that one. There's a Thames much larger lorry, and it's a V8. V8 means power, yeah. It does actually. Here's a Leyland, decorated as a first chief mechanical engineer, London Transport. Now, so Leyland PO3A /1 London Transport. So that's, and it has a sign on it saying urgent. So if there's a, well, basically if there's a problem on the transport network, they'd have to dispatch one of these. Next to that's an ERF EC11, and there's a Dennis fire engine. This one's served London Fire Brigade in a place called Soho. Right, we're gonna, this is a really big field, this. I'm just going to go around to the military vehicles. It shouldn't be so much of a walk to get round. Excuse the placement of the portaloos. They're somewhat essential. And I won't make comments about it. They're very useful things to have around. And I'd like to give a shout out to the people that hire them out, because where would we be without it? Here's a Bedford Army truck. Don't know which one that is. Morning.
You need a camera, an excuse to talk yourself.
It is actually. But then I find myself to be better company than some of the people at work.
Fair comment. I understand that.
Plus the fact it makes me look like a deep thinker. Don't know how deep.
Yeah, could go either way.
Yeah. Oh, that's just work in general. You don't have to be mad to work there, it just helps. Yeah, but this is a Bedford Army truck. Oh, what are these two here? One looks like an armoured personnel carrier of some kind. Again, there's a Land Rover, Army Land Rover there.
Seeker of wisdom.
Maybe I should try that sometime. But it's the vehicle on the right. I know it's some sort of armoured personnel carrier or personnel carrier.
Humber pig.
A Humber pig.
Used in Northern Ireland in the Troubles.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember there was the Troubles over there. Sort of very late on, where when I was at school we were visiting a museum and some Wally left their school bag and we all got told off.
Yeah. Bomb alert.
Yeah, we really did we got it in the neck over that one. So obviously we were a bit more careful after that.
We have to be very careful all the time.
I think they're having a different sort of troubles over there, but I won't go into it. I'm here to enjoy the show.
Yeah, quite.
But yeah, that's interesting, that the Humber pig.
Humber pig, and this one's the Land Rover FFR.
FFR.
Fitted for radio, a communications centre.
Yeah, because I would have said it was a Defender or a Series 2.
No, Series 3.
Series 3.
109.
109. Yeah, I can never really identify it because I'm trying to remember the difference between Series 1, Series 2, the 2A, the 3, then it become something else, and I think it was a Defender after that.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of it for a while and they started making Defenders, but nothing like that.
No,
They sort of changed it.
BMW took over the works, Land Rover, and that's why they're like they are now.
Yeah. I think that was a bad move on everyone's part, that one. Again, I don't want to go into it because it treads into something else, which I don't really like discussing on Sundays.
No.
Cheers for that.
No, you're welcome, sir.
Right, this looks like another Land Rover. This one says I4 on it, so it must have been on a peace mission, I think. It looks like a medical vehicle. You sort of need these. Well, you need them. There's a army style motorbike there. It says MP, so that must be military police job. You know, because even people in the army had to obey some sort of law, and the MPs were there to make sure of it. And they did and here's a Land Rover Ford Control, that one. Almost forgot what it was, even though I know what it is. Here's a lovely view of the grounds. Just going to make my way over to this part of the military display. There's actually a nice pleasant breeze today, which has helped a lot. It's helping rather a lot today. Here's a Land Rover 110, just about here, which looks exactly like a Defender. Well, it might be little bits changed on it. There's some sort of three-wheeled moving cart thing. What is that? Next to another Land Rover, but I'm going to take a closer look at this. It's some sort of, I don't know what it is. Looks like it's got a, it's a moto cart Oh, it's a moto kart. Standing next to that is a Foden FH70 Limber from 1974. Here's a Bedford, another Bedford, but I don't know quite which one that is. Next to a Land Rover, I think it's going to be a Defender, I think, or next to, by the looks of things, an Austin Champ. It's powered by a Rolls Royce. Got a little trailer for that as well. I've just got to keep an eye on time because I'm going to have to go up to the arena in a minute. But here's a, which one's this one? I forgot what this is. That's a Bedford. Next to that's a Jeep. No military display is complete without a Jeep. There it is. Oh, what's this? That says it's an Elvis Stalwart Mark 1, and it looks as though what is it? I wonder what it actually did. Right, next to that is a Simca Unique Marmon Buckwet light truck, obviously France. And next to that, another Jeep. Notice you can actually fix these out in the middle of nowhere, and that's what the intention was. If we move along now, we can see yet another Land Rover of some kind, obviously an army one. And it seems there's a couple of them been to celebrated VE Day. Now I would have celebrated VE Day properly if I hadn't have had some stupid appointment that day. But here's a couple of Land Rovers. I like the knitwork on this one actually. Yeah, that's actually very well done, that one. That's very well done. And if we go why is this Steyr Poach so far away from the rest of the military display? Have you seen how every time I come to this show it always seems a bit parched? And secondly, really brilliant bit of countryside around here. It's really lovely around here actually. Could even move here. So there's a Steyr Pooch anyway. And if we pan through the wonderful parkland here, obviously I've got to keep an eye on, what is the time now? It's about 9:45. So I'm gonna have to go up to the, avoiding the rabbit poo. There's a bit of that down on the ground. Rabbits are messy around here. Just think I was only 4 miles away from here last week. There's a South Downs, familiar with the livery now actually, to be honest. And to my left is a Unimog. Here we see a Unimog 01825, so that must be, that's Uckfield, isn't it? Here's a South Downs bus here. There's some rather interesting lorries there. I don't know if they're part of the display, but I might go take a look. Freshfield Road, Brighton. So South Downs is like this area where we are now. There's no clues on it. It just says Southdown. Here's some lorries here. Volvo FH, a couple of those, and there's a Foden, very late on Foden in black, Sussex and South Staff's steam haulage. But yeah, I'm gonna make my way to the arena in a minute, but I do want to take a moment to have a look just around the corner here, because Harris's have turned up. They do the fun fairs for the various steam rallies, including this one. And I think they were at Tinker's Park. Here's one of the rides there. If we take a look round here, this is the stuff I'm more interested in, is the old vehicles that they have. So this is a Thornycroft. So here's a Thornycroft, and it says Perkins diesel on it. Tell by the 4 rings with a square in it. Here's a Scammell called Patience. It's got the Gardner diesel engine in it. So if we look here, you see the Gardner diesel engine and how it's set up. Next to that's an ERF that's got a Gardner diesel engine as well. I think if we look this way, we see 2 AEC Matadors to the right. They've got a couple of AEC Matadors. Hopefully you've managed to see that. I'm just going to head up here now to the Horsham Historics Preservation Society. Obviously I've got to, so I think it's not quite so much of a long walk. Let's just take another view of the, so there's Harris's. They haven't opened up yet, so I don't think the show officially starts till 10, so I'm getting some touring done. So here's a Bedford lorry, Bedford van really. There's Morris Commercials with post office telephones, telephone manager. Let's go around here. That looks like it's a Morris Commercials van actually. Next to a MGB. What's this one? This is a Morris Cowley, not a bulldoze, so it's an evolution. See a Fordson Dexter, just about here. And if we was to go around here, we see what it looks like. And it's a Rover 75. This is the Rover 75 from way back when. I think that's it for now.